So there's a bunch of stuff that you will have to learn to do to be able to use the scene builder. But in my opinion, it's really fast and easy to use it. Firstly, you need to create a new project and then say it is a Java FX, Java application, next, and you can call it something, let's say just that. And then you open it up. Then you will see it already makes a controller, a main and a sample, right? Now if you go to the sample, underneath there's like a text and a scene builder. This is the scene builder, which allows you to actually draw and stuff, but sometimes it just doesn't want to work. Looks like it's working now. Let's see. Yeah, so if it doesn't work, if it doesn't allow you to drag and stuff, just close it, open it again. It should work. It happens with a lot of people. So over here you have your containers, that's on which everything's going to be put in. I just use normal paint because there's no constraints or boxes or anything I have to work in. You can just drag and drop on it. So let me just show you again. What I did was I clicked on it, dragged it to the middle, made it, right? And then you can like resize it and everything. Then underneath controls, mostly you're not mostly going to use the rest of the stuff. Mostly going to use this. So you can add a button, you can add a label, you can add a table if you want to, table views, you can add text areas and text fields. Well, I'm just going to keep it simple for now. Oh yeah, you can't use the delete button. You have to go here and say right click delete. Let's say, let's put your name over here. Oops, which is nice, it aligns everything, so that's nice. Button, say okay. And then basically what you have to do to make it work is the stuff you want to be able to interact with, like your text fields and your buttons. You'll have to go on your right side and then under the code bar over here you click. Then you can make an ID. Let's call this txt name. Enter. Call this btn button. So that's like the IDs you give them. And then let's just make a label as well. Where is the label? Up top. So, and this we also want because we need a reference to that. Let's call this LBL name. So then what you do is you go to text, right? And here's where you set up the connection to your controller. Since this is sample FXML, I didn't change anything. It should have that the controller is here somewhere, and it doesn't. So what you have to do is over here, the very top, you just have to go here and then you have to type that FX controller, it's the first thing that comes up, equals, and then you say sample because that's the package name is sample dot and then controller. And what this does, it connects to this controller over here, but there's like a thing here. There we go. It needs to be space. So then it connects to this. So then the following can happen. Firstly, you go to controller and you say implements initializable, right? And then you press Alt Enter and then Enter and Enter, and it makes this on your own. So what this initialize method does is before anything else is called, it'll call the stuff inside. You would do stuff like add listeners or do bindings and stuff inside this. Then you go back and you can see that here is btn button that we made. Click on this. There should pop up a thing over here. Let's try again. There we go. Then you click on this and say create field, and it will create the field, connect them, everything. You don't have to code any button, anything. You don't have to say scene.lookup hashtag btn button anymore. It's already linked everything. So if you want to link it to something, bind it or use it, you literally just use this variable name and it'll do it on its own. And then you can do this with the rest. The thing that I do is I say split, go here, and then when I click here, I can just say create, click here, create, and that creates then. And then let's say we go back, we want to make this a method. So on action is when it's clicked. You can say let's call it message for now, enter, and then you go back to text, and you'll see there's a red thingy. That's the method it made. Click on that, click on the red light bulb, click, and it creates it for you, and then you can start writing your code. Like what I want to do is when that is clicked, I want to grab the text from the text field. So let's say txt, wait no, string name equals txt name dot text property dot get, and then you will say abl name dot text property dot set, and he'll put that to name. Wait, no, what's this? Your name is plus name, and that should work hopefully. Then if you click play, let's see, there we go. It's a bit skewed, but anyway, let's see if this works. Click OK. Your name is called. It works. In regards to this, what you can do into main, you can just remove this, which sets the width and height, and then if you press run, it should do that automatically. Nope, that didn't work. Anyway, all you have to do is you can just like go over here, scene builder, click on the back side of the pane, go to properties, no, layout, sorry. You can see what's the dimensions over here. So let's just make it 600 by 400. And then if you do that, it'll show up correctly. There we go. And that's like the basics of it. Like that's how to put stuff on it and how to link stuff. All the rest of the code, like setting up your properties and doing the binding, everything like that, that stays the same. It's just that you don't have to manually go into main and write all the stuff, put it on the grid pane, everything, and then in controller I have to later on put it everything again and later say find the stuff. You don't have to do that. All you have to do is do what I've shown, and it's already set up, and you can use it as is. It's as easy as that, and it's very nice. So I like that very much.